Hey everyone, this is your girl Mashika again. I left something out in my little rambling on in my video of my most magnificent Heavenly Father at the end. I was watching it and then I realized that while trying to snip or clip the video to shorten it, I left out some stuff. Or I cut out some things. But basically what I wanted to show was, or what I wanted to say was that, I don't appreciate when people try to, make me look like less of a person and they're, better or more of a person than me. I know that I'm an adult and I really shouldn't let minor things bother me. But, like for instance, it is a new year. I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to prosper in life. And I'm constantly feeling like I'm in a battle to try to compete with other people, women, you know what I mean? And it's just ridiculous. I mean, I'm constantly trying to say things, or not trying to, but constantly saying things like, well, I had this and I had that and I had this and I had that. And, it's really beside the point, really, when you look at it. Because it's the past, and it's sad that me as a person, or anybody as a person, will have to, explain to a person, well, I've had those things. How dare you insult me and tell me what I need to get? And the reason that I'm saying that, I'm going to give you an example. Someone commented me on one of my videos and, try to disrespect me and basically call me out my name and tell me how I need to have a car and I need to have certain things. And I was just laughing to myself because it's ridiculous. I'm like, well, I'll have you know, I had a car and I had a truck. Like what? And I feel so immature constantly saying that, you know what I mean? Because those are materialistic objects. But the point is, okay, like, don't try to insult me. I work very hard for anything that I have ever had in my life. Never a handout. Married, and my husband didn't pay for it. I did it for myself. You know what I mean? But just think about it. To say things like that, it makes me look like I feel like a bad person to say, well, I worked hard for everything I had. And I was married, and my husband didn't do anything. He didn't pay bills. He didn't do this. Yeah. Okay, kudos to me. For real, though. You know what I mean? Because I really struggled, and I held it down as a strong black woman, for real. And stood by my husband, stood by my man. You know what I mean? Even though he did have a job, but whatever. Let that go. But men are going to be men. They're going to do what they got to do. But as a woman and a mother and a wife, you are expected to do what you have to do. You know what I mean? So basically, I just did what I had to do. That's all I'm trying to say. But and I worked hard for everything I had, and it hurts when people try to insult you. And try to belittle you and make you feel like you're garbage and you ain't about nothing, because they don't know the kind of person that you were before, and they only see what's before them currently. You know what I mean? Like, even with some of the people on YouTube, they are always degrading each other. I get it too, you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes the comments, they do hurt. But just for the record, I just want to set it straight. Yes, I am in a bind, or a situation, I'm going to call it. And as being a widow, because I am going to say, although my husband has been deceased for many years now, it is extremely hard to get on your feet, especially with loss of occupation. Okay, and then there comes with the lack of education, because over time things change and you have to be re-educated on things. So, all of that could affect you, you know what I mean? And the time gap with trying to get a job or finding a job that's compatible with your expenses and stuff like that. A lot of people don't take things like that into consideration, and it's very important, you know what I mean? So that's why it's sad that as women, they sit back and they judge and they talk crap about people. And I'm like, please, y'all don't even know what it's like for those that don't live in New York City always trying to talk crap. It is hard to live here. It's hard, and especially if you are a single woman, let alone, say it again, single woman, and you don't have a man, you don't have, this day and age, everybody's trying to scramble for a penny. It's like, I'll give you an example. You meet a man, the man either have children, okay, or he was married, or is still married. So you got to deal with either him lying to you about his marriage, or lying about his kids, or just a, you know, just a bunch of garbage, which is really, really, really ridiculous. And so, you know, before you can even think of getting in a serious relationship with a person and thinking that they're gonna be there for you, y'all gonna be one, it's like that takes a long time for y'all to grow like that. You know what I'm saying? You'd be lucky if you find a man that's gonna, you know, move you into a nice, beautiful house and give you everything that you had before, you know, and that's only if he has it. But if he doesn't and he's struggling just like you are, come on, it ain't gonna work, you know. That's why my nookie is closed, because I've been trying to get on my feet as a person before even thinking of a relationship. Then even afterwards, I got tired and I try to think about it, but not even really think about a relationship. But you know, you make friends first, and then it doesn't work out, you know, after a year, and it's sad. It's really, really sad. So I feel like I've wasted my time, I've wasted my body, I've wasted a lot. Emotionally, it hurts. So I just decided, look, I'm going to be celibate. I don't want to be bothered in, you know, a relationship like that anymore, because it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? But financially, it hurts me, because I'm going to give you an example. My salary before I went through all of this, it wasn't really much, but to me, it was a lot. My rent where I lived, I didn't have as many bedrooms as I have right now, you know, but that's because my children were young, like very small. I'm gonna give an example. One job, I worked a full-time job, you guys, and I also worked part-time, like agency work as well. But I'm not gonna show y'all the agency pay stubs. I'm only gonna show y'all my my full-time pay stubs from my employees. Like this is one place that I worked at. I'm not going to show y'all the name of it, but just going to show y'all that's right there, what you see. Okay, right? And that's one from one job. And then I also worked, and I was in the nursing field. And then another employee, my last employment was this one. I kept all of my pay stubs, you know, from my jobs. But just in case I needed to go back on something. But like this was another, and left the first pay stub job. I left that one to go to this place, and I was working there for a long time. And you know, when you have a job, you want to invest in your future. And this job right here, Westchester Medical Center, was the bomb. I mean, they offered everything. The union was great. I mean, everything. You go to college. They also had the college ground, which was, you know, not on the same grounds, but a little ways off. And I went to Westchester Community College as well. I was in the nursing program. I called myself trying to do the RN, which was extremely really tough for me at the time, because I was working full time, 7 to 3, and then I was going at night, and I took too many classes at one time, and then trying to be a full-time mother, it was just ridiculous. I thought I was superwoman, it wasn't working, and I ended up burning myself out. So it was just too much. But what I want to say is, you know, for me, I want a job that's going to offer me benefits like that. You know what I mean? Where I go to college and I had to pay out of my pocket. Come on, I'm paying $900 and something for one class, okay? Because you're paying like anywhere from $2 something per credit per class. So you got either 3 credits or 4 credits per class. So you paying, I was paying money out my pocket, okay? So what I'm saying is they reimburse you back, you know, for your fees and stuff like that. So, you know, I love that. And as I said before, the union, the medical and everything, I want a job like that. You know what I mean? When I transferred to that job, I wasn't making pennies. So, and it was so long ago. So right now, currently, I don't know if I get a job right now, if they're going to end up paying me, even if that much. I don't want to work for pennies. I don't want to, you know, be scrimmaging and my rent is so high and all that. I mean, it's crazy, y'all. You know, I don't even want to tell y'all how much my rent is. What I just showed y'all right there, my rent is more than that, okay? So it's crazy. So you know I need a job paying me enough to support myself and 3 children in my house, okay? And rent, Con Edison, food, everything, clothing expenses, you know what I mean? It's a lot, you guys. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. All of that was in my other video that I was talking about. I just really wanted to share that with you guys. Not that it's really going to make a difference, but you know what I'm just trying to say is people don't judge. I was a hardworking person just like you are. You know, I get a lot of comments of people telling me, oh, all you do is sit on YouTube all day long. And no, that's not all I do. But currently, set aside for me running to appointments and handling my personal business, yeah, I'm on YouTube because you know what? It's the only thing that keeps my head going, keep me clear, keep me focused. You know what I'm saying? At one point I was reading. I mean, when I say reading, I have read a lot of books. You know what I mean? A lot. I have read so much. I don't know if you ever heard this. I don't even remember some of the stuff that I've read, and it's so sad. I find one of my weaknesses that I have found lately is with my writing, and it's my grammar, and it's really sad. You know what I mean? My grammar and my spelling sometimes, it's really bad. And you want to know something? I went to the library and I would pick up books and I would do, I have an English book there and it has, I brought a workbook to it, and I also got some from the library. And those are the things that I used to do in my spare time. I love school. I love education. Don't get me wrong. But I don't like when someone try to insult me and call me, what they call me? I'm sorry, ignorant and unintelligent. Because I'm not ignorant and I am not unintelligent. I'm only ignorant to the things that I don't know, okay? And I don't think I'm ignorant because my grammar has, you know, fell. I mean, stress causes a lot to a person, and a lot of people need to take that into consideration. And honestly, I am under a bag of stress. You know what I mean? And this video is only for those that relate. Once again, I am not really trying to exploit myself on my personal business, but you know what? I am only human also. You know what I mean? And I don't have any friends or any associates. So, hey, I'm talking through a computer. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that can relate to what I'm going through in life. Not that they have friends or families around them. You know what I mean? To even ease their pain. I don't have that. You know what I mean? So, no, and I just wanted it to be known, I'm not crying out or anything, but this is just my leeway out, my way of expressing myself, my way of getting the burden off of my shoulder. You know what I mean? I'm just sharing what I'm going through with somebody else. And a lot of my videos that I do my rants in, and when I'm frustrated, I get a lot of feedback from a lot of people because they feel my pain. And you know what? When I read the comments, it does make me feel better because it makes me feel like, okay, somebody's out there listening to me and they can relate to what I'm going through, you know? So that's basically all I wanted to share because I already exceeded 14 minutes. And I want to thank you all for watching and also for subscribing to my channel and rating my videos and commenting. Thank you. Peace.